Why the sum of the parts may not equal the whole. Hi, this is Josh Horn, CPA of Horn Valuation. I help owners build, value, and sell their businesses. Do you own an interest in a business that is either 50% or less, that is deadlocked or lower? Because if you do, the parts or your part of the business may not add up to the same value as if you owned the whole. That is the 100%. I'm working on a number of projects right now where this is the case, and I'm finding that this isn't necessarily common knowledge. So I'm reaching out to you to let you know that this is an issue and you have to recognize it and deal with it. So let's go through a quick example. I'm going to show you the impact and how you can deal with it. I'm going to go through a quick example here, and you're mostly going to be able to do the math in your head, or at least estimate closely in your head. And I'm going to keep this really simple. We're going to assume that there is a business that is worth $1 million if you controlled all of it. Then we're going to look at what would happen potentially if it was owned by 4 25% owners. Now again, this is case specific, fact specific. Don't use this for your particular situation, but this is what it could look like. Let's just stop, do the quick math on our head. What's 25% of $1 million? $250,000, so $250,000, because the potential discounts for lack of control and or lack of marketability, I am estimating that the value of those individual 25% ownership interests is going to be less than $250,000. So let's look at this. After I analyzed this business, this fictional business, I estimated that each piece was worth $195,000. And when you add those up, it's $780,000, not $1 million. So the $220,000 represents the estimated value of being able to control this business and or sell the shares quickly. Now step back and think about this. Is there value there? There certainly is, and those of you who are in family businesses, particularly if you fight occasionally or have disagreements, you will definitely recognize this is a value worth something. Once you recognize that there is value in the ability to control the business and sell it in a shorter amount of time, the next step is to either decide you want to kill it or embrace it. And in some cases, you may not be able to kill your particular situation because you may be in an agreement or you may just have not a lot of options. So turn lemons into lemonade if you can and embrace it. It's not always a bad thing because in some cases the various owners have different types of skills. It can also be a way to transfer wealth cheaper. In other words, it can be an estate planning tool in some cases because, again, the layers will be less than the sum if you owned 100%. Finally, you need to actively manage and minimize the downside impact of these discounts to your particular situation and to the business as a whole. I want to give you the worst case scenario and the one I've seen way too often, and that's where the 100% owner, it could be a father, a mother, an uncle, whoever, leaves the business to a group of younger siblings or other family members without talking to them and deciding how the management of the business is going to occur after they pass away. This is a recipe for disaster and one I've seen played out way too often. It doesn't only often destroy the business, it destroys the family. So I would really encourage you, if you're considering doing something where you would gift or leave in your will, or however your attorneys recommend you do this, an interest in your business to family members, that you have really detailed and heart-to-heart discussions about how that business is going to be run before you leave this world. And in fact, what you should do is actually actively start running that business with those family members in it before you leave. These are some of the reasons why the sum of the parts may not equal the whole and how you can deal with it. This is Josh Horn, CPA of Horn Valuation. Have a great day. Bye.